Can you believe it's the end of the year already? Welcome back to After Our Happy Hour. We are your chaotic but cathartic co-hosts. I'm Sharon.
I'm Vicky.
I'm Jamila.
And welcome to the final episode of season 4. So we thought in this episode, since it's our last one and we won't be back until 2024, we figured we'd just dedicate this episode to end of the year recap / expectations for the new year type of vibe. So yeah, we'll see how this goes part. We say that a lot. But yeah.
Do you guys remember if you had goals at the beginning of this year and whether you achieved them?
I think we all had a theme and mine was consistent.
Consistently active was yours.
It was consistently active and then consistently active in content and gymming, and I think it was like a boyfriend or something like that.
Yeah! How'd that go?
Active, not really, but I got back into tennis, so I feel like that's half a win for me. And then content, totally tanked on content this year. Boyfriend, do not have a consistent boyfriend right now. So I reached 0.5 out of 3.
I mean, that's not bad. Better than nothing.
Wait, what else was on that posting? Because didn't we have themes or something?
Yeah. So we had our theme, we had our words for 2022, words for 2023, and then goals for 2023.
What were Jam's themes and words?
Jam stated all her goals just now. Her theme was consistently active, and the goals were content creating, consistent gymming, and getting a boyfriend.
I'm so funny sometimes.
Yeah, your 2023 words were consistency, discipline, and confidence. Oh, remember confidence because you said that you like kind of lost self-confidence a little bit. Do you feel like you gained confidence now?
I think so. I feel like I'm like not like back to exactly where I was like before, but I feel like definitely better.
I can see it. I can see the flower blooming a little bit, you know? You're shriveled up for a little bit.
Damn, 2022, what happened to me? Why was I not confident?
Well, your words were career, happiness, and independence for 2022.
Oh, maybe because I was like still living at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, and job jumping.
Yeah. You're at a different job.
I guess, yeah, now I'm a lot more like stable. So it feels a lot more like secured. So that's why I think like there's confidence coming back.
Oh my god, Jamila, what did you recently buy? That's a really, really big girl purchase.
A car!
Yeah! I can't believe you forgot about that. Jamila bought a fucking car in 2023.
We need to give context to that.
Well, the context is that Jamila needs to go to work, so Jamila needs a car. So Jamila bought a car.
See, my context is Jamila should not be driving, and she got a car.
It's crazy because out of the three of us, Jamila sucks the most at driving. Jamila's the first to buy her own car. Maybe that's needed. You need to start driving more so you get better.
It's prompting me to, you know, I have to drive now, so I must become a better driver.
Nice.
Yes. Let's go through everyone's stuff first, and then we can talk about why or why didn't certain things happen.
Okay, let's do Sharon next. Sharon, what do you think your theme was for this year?
I think it was like happy as fuck, wealthy as fuck, and wait, happy, healthy, and wealthy.
Oh, those were your words. Yes. Do you remember your theme?
Not depressed or some shit like that.
It was changing the narrative.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, I'm like reading this and I'm like, whoa. Do you remember your goals?
Probably something about health and not being depressed.
Content creating, muscle mommy, and then moving out.
Oh.
Wait, moving out?
I just moved back
Oh,
home.
because you moved back home. Oh, yeah. You just
Okay,
moved back
okay.
home.
Okay, Vicky.
Wait, did you reach your goals?
What was the first one?
Content creating.
Oh, did not touch content creating at all, unfortunately. So Jam and I can talk about that one later. Muscle mommy, I'm working on it. I got a nutritionist / coach. So
Oh my god.
I thought I told you.
No.
Yeah, so I'm on the road to getting there. So at least it's the first step. Because I always said, oh, when I get a job, which ideally still this needs to convert. But things I would prioritize is starting therapy and getting a nutritionist. And at that point, the first thing that was priority was getting a coach first. So then doing that, so that'll probably tie into 2024 goals. But then last one was moving out. That didn't happen. So, yeah.
Wait, did you get a nutritionist and a personal trainer or just a nutritionist?
She is basically both. I have a meal plan and a workout plan.
Oh.
But you can do either or, and I'm doing both.
That's cool though.
Yeah. Okay, Vicky's turn.
My word was manifesting, which now that I don't know why I said that. My goals were boxing improvements, UX engineer, and content creating. I'd say I do 1 out of 3.
Wait, I was gonna say, I feel like you hit all 3. You like started your art account, you like made TikToks, and then
that's
you
true.
improved in
Yeah.
boxing.
Honestly, out of the 3 of us, I did the most content creating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely flopped on UX engineering. I started
Oh.
my coding class, but I never finished, which like with my family, I also did 3 goals for the year. And on that list of goals, I also listed coding and didn't do it. So I'll say I flopped. But boxing, you guys, it wasn't really a fight, but like it was a fight and I won that fight.
Oh shit.
Yeah. On Tuesdays, I don't know why Tuesdays, but most girls go Tuesdays. So our coach put us all in the ring basically and we fought each other. And then at one point I fought a girl. And I thought, bro, I don't know how boxing works. I know that a knockout obviously is you win, but then everything else I don't know how they count it. And the whole time I was fighting this girl, I was like, I'm getting my ass whooped. Like I want to stop. I was getting punched left and right to the point where I couldn't even see her at some point. And then we finished the fight and I was sitting and I guess I looked defeated or something because multiple people came up to me and they're like, you know, you won that first fight, right? And I was like, no, I felt like I got my ass beat.
Wait, that's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
I feel like I've improved so much. Like after that session, I had a coach come up to me and he was like, you should come out more and train more because he like wants me to get better. So I might go more sessions.
Wait, how long have you been boxing? 2 years now?
It's been a year. No, a year.
Oh,
I started last
okay.
year.
Did you also start at the end of 2022?
I started in November, so it's like exactly a year.
Damn, Vicky, you started therapy and boxing, and you're just like a changed person in just a year.
Dude, I think both really help.
Dude, 2022 Vicky and
Was a
2023
different person.
Vicky is like, the.
Yeah.
Physical health plays so much. Like therapy obviously really helped, but like picking up running and boxing was the best thing I ever did for myself. Ice skating too, but I don't do that as much.
Damn. From the sounds of it, I think Vicky hit the goals the most.
Yeah,
I think she had
this was my year.
Yeah, I think you had a really good and productive year in like every way
Mhm.
possible.
Yeah, now I'm considering running a marathon. Who would have known? I'm trying to train for one.
I'll be rooting for you at the end of the finish line.
SF, you guys should come July 28th. I think I'm going to start training, and if I actually commit to it, I'll register.
It's like 26 miles, right?
Full length is 26. I could register for half, but I was looking at the route and I really want to do the full because the route is like basically all of SF and it's so cool because you run through like Golden Gate, you run through Hyde Valley, like all the big SF spots. And it's nice because they close off the road for you. And when do you ever get to do that? So my only thing is it's a 6-hour limit, which I don't think most. Actually, I don't know. But I know the New York Marathon didn't have that as the limit, I believe. But 6-mile marathon is basically a 12-minute pace the whole time, which that's a lot for me right now.
6 hours?
Yeah, so you have to finish it in 6 hours. I don't know what happens to you if you don't. Like, what are they gonna do? Cancel me? Like, sure.
I think they just be like, oh, like open up the roads, and they just like end the event.
Yeah, maybe they'll have someone like pick me up and drive me to like the end zone. But I feel like if I trained, I could, because right now I could do like 5 miles and a 12-minute pace. So if I trained properly, I could.
On a scale from 1 being the worst and 10 being the greatest, rank your 2023.
I'll say like a 6.57 because I really like the second half of the year, aka after I quit my last job. Basically from like August till now, I feel like I really like it. But before that, I feel like I was a little bit not really having it as much. Like, it was still good, but I think work was just too stressful.
I'd say 7.5.
Maybe like a 3.
A 3?
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
why?
understandable.
Yeah.
Do you think you could name like good things that have happened that you're happy with this year?
Yeah, maybe all within the past 3 months since getting employed.
Dude, isn't it crazy just like being employed or like whatever job status like affects us so much?
Dude, yeah.
Yeah. Literally, money makes the world go round. Like,
It really does.
Yeah. I think I've had 3 consecutive worst years of my life. Like 2021 being the worst, then 2022 being the second worst, and then 2023 being the third worst. So then next year I'm just gonna have a great year.
yes.
Come up.
We'll
We're-
manifest that for
we're- yeah.
you.
Do you have a favorite year, Vicky? Or is this just one of them good years?
I think one of them good years.
Oh, okay.
I feel like looking back, if I were to compare each one, this year probably would have been ideally what I want my life to look like for a while. So probably this year, because I have money, I'm doing everything I want. I just want to travel more.
I think I sometimes very frequently forget that Vicky was down bad. Like not in a cute like, oh my god, I'm so down bad for this guy. I mean like just down bad in life like a year ago. And so to see how far you've come in just a year is just I'm so proud, you know?
Yeah. Dude, you could just look back at our episodes in 2022 when Vicky was still in Korea. Just everything was just I remember you were just like at that time just like I
Defeated.
forgot yeah, you're just like defeated. You're like, I just accept life, and then you start therapy. And now you're not even in therapy anymore.
We should just get sponsored by a therapist account. So then I could be like, on that note, that's why therapy is so important, everyone, because look at me.
Because if you look at our past episodes or have been listening since like 2021, we all know that Vicky was
Not okay.
not great.
Yeah. Mentally just hanging on by a thread.
Yeah.
And look
But
how
now
far
we
we've
passed
come.
the torch.
And now it's Jam realizes that the world isn't rainbows and butterflies. And then
Honestly, I feel like
There's
I was
Sharon.
like, the world isn't rainbows and butterfly. But I don't know, now it's kind of fun.
yeah, good.
I really think
Yeah.
it's the employment. Once we get our employment down, it's all good.
Yeah. Because now I feel like now I'm really kind of living that like work on the weekdays and just like look forward to the weekends, which is kind of sad. But at the same time, it's kind of nice right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is the worst advice I'll ever give, but maybe it's good that you just run away from your problems, because that was kind of me when I went to Korea. I dipped
Oh.
to a whole nother country and then came back and then life was good. So maybe that's your
But
sign.
then you ran to Korea with your problems. It's not like you were doing great in Korea either.
Yeah, and then I came back. Like, you just need to shift around the juju, leave it somewhere else, and then come back.
Oh.
Because the minute I came back, everything just kind of went better.
That's fair, actually.
My question for you guys is, do you feel like your relationship with content creating has changed now compared to like the beginning of the year or whatever it was last year?
I don't think my relationship with it has changed because I haven't done anything.
Right, but do you feel like you want to still pursue it the way that you imagined it like at the beginning of the year? Does that make sense?
I think maybe I forgot what my mindset was with content in the beginning of the year, but at least now I want it to be like half of my income. Or I guess how I view content is that perhaps maybe one day it could go like a full-time kind of thing. Like I could create a whole brand. That'd be cool. But I guess a more short-term immediate goal would just be I just want to have like make fun money with some content. Like I'm not saying like I'm just want to use like content to make money. Like I like content, and I feel like that's the side hustle that I want to pursue. And I just want to utilize like the money that I could get from content as my fun money.
Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't mind being like a micro influencer, a baby one.
Yeah. Honestly, every month if I have an extra like 5K to spend, dude.
I would be okay with 1,000.
I mean, I'll be okay with like 1 or 2, but 5 would be great.
Yeah, making enough to cover my rent through influencing would be great.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm gonna say making enough to cover my rent and like the beauty things that I want to do would be great.
I feel like once you make enough to cover rent, you'd get PR.
Yeah.
What about you, Sharon?
I'm sure my relationship with content creation has changed. Not that I don't want to do it anymore, but every day that goes on is a day that I'm older, and as I get older, just things change. Like the things that I would film has changed, the things that I would share have changed. But yeah, I still really want to do it. It's just I was gonna ask you, Jam, because content creation has been on our goals list for I feel like the past 2-3 years. So like why are we not doing it?
For me is I guess the type of content. I think my favorite type of content is the travel stuff that I've done when I was in Korea. Like that was so fun and easy for me. So I feel like here sometimes I'm like I have actually filmed a good amount, but I just never get around to editing them because like it just doesn't excite me to edit it. So I think that's why I just kind of haven't done it. And it's bad, but I feel like it's hard for me to get into a routine myself sometimes. For example, I told you guys, I'm like, oh, I want to do like food or like travel, right? But it's hard for me to do it myself because when I'm by myself, I'm just like, ugh, things are just not as enjoyable by myself versus like with people.
I feel like you also have mentioned, I actually don't know if you mentioned on the podcast, but you don't like short form content. You only like YouTube. So it makes the entry into it a lot harder because YouTube is it's time consuming and very low reward as a beginner.
Yeah. I think short form is not like I don't want to do it. I feel like I don't know how to do it well. I mean, I know you test and trial and like you keep going with it. But yeah, I think that's what's stopping or that's what stopped me from really doing content this year.
Why do you think you haven't succeeded, Sharon?
Well, mine was straight up last year. Like, I didn't expect to be unemployed for as long as I did. So then with that, anybody who knows where I'm from, what am I supposed to film there? And also just like mentally just not in a good place. So I think that's where I was going with my next question of like, why do we fail when it comes to not achieving our goals? And I think it's just because I wasn't realistic. For example, like I think a lot of people set goals very highly rather than focusing on the steps in between. So for example, my goal last year of like muscle mommy. Well, before muscle mommy, maybe like the goal should be getting a coach. You know, like that is going to help me get to this versus straight shooting it.
Yeah, I think more definitive like step versus a goal.
Yeah.
Honestly, for me, I feel like I failed because I don't like to do it myself. Jamila. Like, if I was doing content, like Amy, like she likes content or talk about it, we just need to do it. And we do it together. I feel like I would find it so fun. And then like once I start, I could continue to do it. And now that I have a car, I could like have more of a morning routine. Then we're like, oh, we could go take like Pilates or like take like morning classes and stuff. So I feel like I just need a buddy to be consistent.
I'm glad you're living with someone.
Yeah.
That's the change that you needed.
I think honestly, things got better after I started my new job, but then it made really the entire year for me was probably when I moved in with Amy. I feel like ever since I moved in with Amy, like life's just been so good.
That's good.
Yeah,
I
I
think
can
that's
see
what
that.
you needed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't even know what I would set for my 2024 goals. I think my first one would be tattooing. If I could tattoo one person next year, I'd call that a success. One person that's not me.
Have you started getting stuff?
Yeah, I have. I want to get it after I come back from Vietnam, but I'm like itching. So I might just get it this week. But I did all the research and stuff for it. So I have everything bookmarked. I just need to buy it off Amazon.
That's crazy.
I feel like my goals for 2024 is pretty similar to last year, but maybe a little bit more specific in terms of so consistently active. I want to play like tennis at least once a week. I really want to get better at tennis. Secondly, maintenance or upkeep. I feel like I'm gonna enter 26 next year, and this is like the starting year where I'm like, dude, I gotta invest in like facials or I gotta invest in things that, you know, keep me looking physically good.
I wish you guys could get into like running with me. The silence was loud.
Hey, I play tennis with you, so.
And mine is to become a muscle mommy still.
You're on track.
Yeah. No, I think my motto is still like the healthy, wealthy, and happy. Oh, and next year, a big focus of mine, or I think a lot of my focus is gonna be not in a vain way, but like similar to Jam of like physical upkeep. Like I'm gonna walk out of 2024 with new hair, new fit, new this, new that. Like, girl, I'm gonna look good. Okay. I'm sick of wearing the old shit. I wanna shop. I wanna like, you know, transform. And I haven't really been able to do that the past 2-3 years. So I think that will be my main focus next year. And then starting therapy.
Do you feel like being in New York has motivated you to dress better every time you walk out?
Well, I feel like I've been wanting to dress better. And like, I don't know if you guys remember, but in college, I was always like, why do people put in effort? Who gives a fuck if I dress like a homeless person? Like, I was so comfortable with that. Like, not into accessories, not into getting my nails done. And I don't know, something happened where like, I just love being a girl now. And I want to get my hair done. I want to get my nails done. I want to wear skirts. So I think it's naturally been happening. But of course, like in New York, everyone just looks good. So maybe.
Yeah, see, now I'm like, oh, hey, I'm like really gonna make a commitment to like stop buying my nails or, you know, things just like I think physically, like related to like the physical and aesthetic part.
Yes.
I think it's really because now that we have more like money luxury to do that.
Yeah. Also, we have time to think about these things too.
Yeah.
I was telling my mom this, how nice for the first time in my life, I like clock out of work and I'm out. I can do whatever I want once it hits like 5 p.m. I don't have to think about work. I don't have to think about, oh my gosh, do I have to study for this? Or like, oh my gosh, do I have to like finish this by the time I wake up? Like I have nothing. So I have like the whole night to just do whatever I want and go wherever I want. And it's so nice.
Yeah.
Well, guys, that was our 2023. Vicky had a bomb-ass year. Congratulations, Vicky. Sharon is on to her third year of having a shitty year, so next year will be her year. Hope you guys' 2023 went well, and we'll see you in the new year.
Bye.
Bye.